het echt ruin boe relationship with sex. En to het also gewoon ruin boe self-image tambe. Also you're supposed to be comfortable with your body.
The hope ik wat think hope girls go all and get that attention. They think that they're supposed to be getting that attention from adult men and that they should want that attention from adult men, and that's really not okay. And the one we hope moet je eerste go tweede en dan moet je zesde of even older and they're like that's and they think it's okay and they think they gained something of nanga reaching somewhere, but so
but
they got
like
the attention, but you're being like that's not good.
Zing, espacio para nos conversar y opinar. Okay, awe nos está junto con
Giani.
Michaeli.
Yugin.
y a mí y Milaila. Y ahora nos voy a conversar de turcos. Nos a highlight, nos a pasa arriba algún topic que abanto uninanku a bini hobby a pap masando tapata safe space. Que nos vai querer rondo de safe space, ando con nos deal com traumas, con nos deal com opinión de otro género nos of expectations de otro género. Que misasi un dia passang começar a explicar me que eu passando da safe space, que mani ora bater safe space, que da coisa que você pensa?
I mean, yeah, para mim tamas mani caminho que eu the most comfortable with, and to gente que eu the most comfortable with, que eu echt like papia kunang sing nang, you know, get offended of nang like get defensive, and to na echt in debo die bu experiencia, e também batendo di nang, dus nota abuso a papia, and to camino que eu ahora também. I feel like you don't have to feel bad for crying in front of that person.
Ora vou explicar who's come to mind.
A few people, a few spaces. I'd say like vooral Nando's atu cosimi. Anto mi ruma moenang também. Anto mi mama também. Dus, yeah.
Ele es algo interesante, a few spaces, que no solamente person, pero spaces también para un camino que puede ser safe.
Sí.
It's vooral about vulnerability.
Sí,
ability to laga bo me está vulnerável, and the tá sinto que pode em perigo.
Sí.
Usa esse que pode ser falta, que pode ser falha, que pode ser algo que pode estar com não pode ser com outra gente. Tá é feeling aí que não tem feeling que pode ter em perigo, se vai ser algo, se vai ser se whatever you do.
Sí.
You're putting macht assim. And yeah, it's me. Então I hope I'm uncomfortable feeling vulnerable. It's never been easy for me. Minta yoran yunga. Around anyone. I don't think anyone has seen me cry since Misaki tempo.
Den peliculazo.
¿En película?
Película.
Ahora te voy a película.
Sí.
Que voy a Avatar llorando al final.
Not even realistic movies.
Sí. Nossa na Holanda. Dan nossa bij wak Incredibles 2. En de primeiro Incredibles 2, dat tem movie, dat tem short film que chama Bao. About mother who create, is it like, it's Chinese, of it mother are Chinese, and they're making like these Chinese buns called Bao. And the unje Bao nang turn into person, and they start treating comes alive, and they start treating the Bao like a son, and the spirit or his son, and when they pass it, they grow up phase, his son grow up, and they start getting rebellious, and they getting in trouble with their mom and stuff like that, and eventually like they get into a big argument, and the mom takes a bite out of the Bao, and I was bawling. If you know like Yorana. Mucho chiquito te sentaba de mí, apunta su mamá, okay. Talia, apunta y I'm okay. And I was like, do I look okay? No, pero oh my god, ese está
sí, let's unpack.
Yeah, pero in general home ora mi no te echt allemaal met problemen en ese abila uiteindelijk mi problemen ora mi bij Holanda en door ora bij Holanda. Toen minha friends andam na outro caminho. De primeira comida é nanang, make friends na school. So met dat ding toen mijn friends dan, dus we hebben corona, dus ik heb je studie en door maar bij Leiden, ook in mijn studie in Leiden, en dat ding nieuw friends naar school. Also corona, dat die bijna bij school. En dat kon ik zeggen, and eventually ik so, and the two my friends are far away. So think man loneliness, depression at school, and the two can like a lot. And to me I'm not comfortable. I mean that comfortable expressing like there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot going on.
Di ko na ba te decir también? Como tam bueno de comfortable.
Ik zeg gewoon ja, van jong af gewoon it's never been it's difficult to say. Ik zeg van jong af gewoon minot dat we dat zien die comfort en dat we dat echt mas manier expectation ku simi hasi algo fout of simi tinku come out en dat met problema is gonna be a burden para outra gente.
Sí.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
like un coisa que nos dura senti like a mi e mi otro rumangan.
Also busa nos alles andere in katra opi. And then ting opi go down normal and stuff like that. Ting bai bia senti bane si buting mascos problema ku buting go bring to them. And then ta open para ajudar porque quando aí perdeu que vai just aqui tu vai com senti bane ou tá o mascos liba na plate. Então também a assim a mita assim de hora mita chiquito. I was like a mita sorry para mim as tu me chores as tu me conai pues uma vez they have so much to do.
But the senti mane but strova na.
Sí.
A mí te senti más tanto que no me strova na pero ku para nada comprender. A mí me queda un cos pero me nota topa na. Porque age gap tá muito grande. Que mane como é você não está outro. Na chiquito.
Yeah.
Dus el hobby masando bem de gewoon ten amigos met mij. En do ik pota bed, jora de bom. Agora que ku me tenho que mais grande me usa quero que tu como mi space pa pensa about it. Pro me como reaccionar emocional. Porque me ting se me si dim salary ba je me ta curse to rende. Me da ante, você como da pensa ko ando me da o lema ku time heals everything que mani. On the wrong run, de beneki così. Botin economico mas tanto maneira de ba pensar mais tanto, vezes ba abrir carta mais tanto. Então, esse também porta algo, pero maneira de pensar, tem hora difícil para buy back. Explica gente. Of explica ainda nada difícil tem hora para buy safe space. É bem correto não, pessoal. Por exemplo, friend, do papai é true friend, também tá não tá fácil, but I go along to in relationship ku pertama ne. Usa manoya ko ku porque ando na disappointment do but bise mane. Anyway, next. Other friend. No, lato la casina, pero what mane. Toch monata.
I feel na Holanda like studiando inang ko boting ko make friends na bu uni and stuff. It's like and I feel the same as when I bu friendships nang ko boting na Bonaire or something like that because you're just based off of like only your uni experience you're making a friend but it's not based off your childhood experience or like your neighborhood experience or like I don't know hungarin salia or something. It's like different and you're not going to be fully open with them, you're not going to be 100 with them because you're like they don't know.
Sí, vos adelantate na unda na poco mane que mane etiqueta basta limita.
But I think like na comisamente ik weet dat meneer basta moeilijk, pero I think ora me accept like meeting me friends nang and I grew up with them and then like nang mi papi over die toegos nang and the new friends that I made like sempre mi tamane feel hopi disconnected paso mi no ting tu recos nang meeting but I realized like lo que conocía gewoon hopi rare and tu rene conos meet no so expect koi feinang and like me have value of friendships nang in their own worth and they mean something important to me too pero nanda gewoon different.
Ora baba studia ba mane para que tu kigo nanda min of fechi ki bata mane so tir friendship ko mida mane of or me walk back walk mida mane oh that's a real friend pero ta woko bata grande to bosa passa tem diferente cos of bosa sostener outro of pa video to bata mane oh that's real. Pero ora bata danger, bata mane bonosa.
Yeah.
Sí. I think het echt... ook ik maar bij studie, kom echt think about it. Door yeah, it's a really different environment. En to onkos tambe, kuta echt een grote verschil ta akina na bunomese. Echt make een effort pa wakende, bulo miranang.
Eventually.
Bulo miranang eventually.
Inter, ja, maar single beba dia.
Dus dat part dan ik ook echt voor mensen reach out en echt plan pa wak outro en to yeah, with making new friends dan we think you echt introduce yourself, I guess, again en to nang nothing yung vooroordeel die we pas aan no saking buta en to kinanang even if you introduce yourself to somebody new they're like nang na mirabu nang conoce un
Sim, não são tiki, não.
Zijn connections now in Tiki wanneer angst you're related to that one and
dus dat was een hele nieuwe proces die gewoon interacting with friends could make you reflect and echt I guess differentiate tussen lifelong friends and new friends and what that means to you and yeah.
Dus we concluir bij mij dat safe space here dat bo friends.
So my safe space I think that I think different spaces mijn name jullie die pero ta echt my friends nang and to my ouders nang tambe which at first not like nanta my safe space obviously as in at the end of the day if I need them I would have gone to them and to me that thing mesung
feeling.
Sí, but so although I grew up with like to not really be very emotional and expressive mane Yugin di. But I feel like naturally mita wata mas emotional and expressive kumi otro rumangnan. And to like what I would hear a lot that you're so dramatic and they were right. But I was also a teenager.
But I thought but we sano bono tawata pasano alanta sina expressive pero e momento na ko sina expressive estaba dar considerado dramatic.
Sí. Anto for a long time ita echt mane dus me echt condition me for like okay I need to chill always but I woki that I'm older and then me looking back at it mane yes I was dramatic but also me that thing just got eraan.
Puede que era tan dramatic, me vuelve un trabajo, puede que era tan dramatic, was di como sama. Okay, como me look back me manera, no alanta mane ta hoop emotional no atava ta expressivo, que me Maria di no stats lang, no ting magno no ting space pa pena. Ite agora aqui no momento que nos get emotional, ta purva na sempre estás emocional. Tu coisa emocional, que me
often if they feel attacked or something.
Sí,
é coisa não escuta expressive of them ku
sí,
the receiver.
Precies. I don't know, so é coisa ding me reaction thing yeah mane mi romana into mi ouders anta mane ook bit dramatic but then to my friends mane porta mi que Elisa anto like my friends on this kota mane buno to bisa nos nada nos nunca nos sassy but like sad or happy or nothing so to them I was the opposite me that expressive at all dus me that echt confused as to
But was that the goal? But so probably was would I feel more safe to be expressive than to be expressive, despite the fact we ended up being so dramatic. And I remember B saying that a lot. So
Till this day you say it.
Yeah, because I mean, not react to anything. So I felt like any expression wasn't very dramatic. So, but Dorgo, portata was so poor family, despite not being so dramatic, and that's still there. No as stoot bu af. En dan veel portaco si bu baya se go bu friends si bu get afgestoten.
No.
Okay.
No, honestly, me that feel hobby mas. Like I could be more expressive with my friends, pero I think when it came to that, like I think of the minutes of my experience, my friends have always created a really calm space for me. There's nunca me that feel like like me to by explode and express anything because I was like I'm calm like I'll like me lo conta kiko pasando fine if I'm asked pambisa person I nunca me nota take initiative nunca minda but if I'm asked I would explain it calmly pero nunca me nula echt get worked up because I just felt like that was a
relaxing state.
sí
But assim de crescer também dá para algo de trigger né so a mim tá reconhecer me totalmente de mundo com minha friends não tu bem não te pensei muito para nada muito pensar nada muito coisa não são nada tipo então ora me tipo punta me vista pero não tava assim ataque te dentro coisa então even if sei tinha hora da bata mani issue que tu rena ting na shared stories então me dá gewoon daarbij mané okay great aqui mani o que está passando pero me mani the urge to tell to
no
like is it that important to tell or something
yeah
yeah
like que hora eigenlijk moet suppose die jump in and to open it up of even me por sentir maneira but I'm just showing off of me I'm talking too much mas agora não tá supposed sa
yeah
so I think por that enano me mane relate to look at Eugenia bisa di mane no que take initiative for papa so then you're not the only one dealing with your problem you feel like more people are dealing with your problem and that Saisilo always stopped me to like do my initiative pero
é de deep eu penso assim né
Mane, I have it with when it comes to me. When I'm in a smaller group, I'm out me miss beter. Me I feel like, oh, I have a moment to speak or something. And I really have that when I'm like with them, no stress junto. But when we're in a big group, I'm like, I don't know. It's like Hobby Prickles. There's like a lot going on, and I'm like, I'm curious to their stories too, but I'm like, is it really that important what I'm gonna say right now? Like,
I'm como Kaylee sempre de big group, nós lobisa a lot to ourselves, and then nós dos the único.
Sí, nos atende otro. Because then we kind of get very quiet, like not so many lower our voice, but like no one hears it. But then sometimes we hear each other like, yeah, me atende.
Que usando papel no si bien está gozando bien. Pero I'm at like.
Meanwhile, I feel like I'm in a big group. It depends on the group, but I do love to put on the show. Like,
main character.
Demasiado. Not about anything vulnerable. It's just like it's usually if I think I have a funny story to tell, if I can see that, it's more performance situation. Nobody by. Uit me kwalen.
Yes. Deep stuff, maar not a manier. Hybrid budget. But okay, na manier papi passando tem safe person, do tem safe space, and do.
I wouldn't say committing echt space still I completely feel safe, but mostly because I still have a lot of issues being completely vulnerable.
Sim, no?
So with that, my name is papi I'm still vulnerable, but it's something that I feel like yeah, because it's not that deep yet, but so my home piano over the
But do you feel cool? It's okay? Like it's okay?
I don't think it's okay.
No?
But yeah, but so boom say ungamina pabu like pabu build support network because sometimes you just need people to help you out or support you. Of just pa entende que putting the bisa. But I still don't always feel comfortable doing that. It's hard. But I mean, abisa algo like a small thing, like say it like really quick, and then I'll like change the subject.
Yeah, oh no, oh shit.
That's how I put it back.
Backtrack.
Yeah.
Sí, me quiere quizás también assim me depontravo se pode assim que tá ok maneira. Tinha hora nós estava assim na bisaco e no papia que tu muito de mais papi off não no space pero no mesmo momento a hora aqui tu renda mané see you should talk como você tá expressive que mané papo tá vulnerável e da mané tu você com duas coisas que tá contradiz outra combinação mané era para não saber qual não vou seguir ando qual não actually vou me ser não escuchava a fiar porque vou space para você não que não escuchava que mané da mané tricks your mind na point a forma então me sabe como sendo aqui qual na eigenlijk you need. pasó si nada lantavo siempre bisavo esa que no te espacio papi entonces comienza a querer en lo cual han bisavo and después at the age no comienza a bisavo sí you should talk but that's not quieto manda papi no te bisa nada and de rede manera I don't know what to do
Exactly.
Momenten zien je echt overbegroot, moet je echt zien. Eigenlijk moet je zien qua espaço naar een boom, papa, evidentje, de key moet je maar gebeuren. So, sometimes it goes gewoon inappropriate to talk about, and that's true. It doesn't mean that the space is repressive necessarily. It could be, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. And the thing by gewoon, this is not the time and the place to talk about that. But you know that Orabu get raised, they don't really explain why you're not allowed to talk. They just say don't talk. And I think growing up, I meet about papaya hoopy all the time, and everyone was always complaining about it because I always had something to say. And the baby, I would say things that I was definitely not supposed to say, but they were no later doing orders and about it. That was the end. And ik had het niet maar, dus. Pero door dat explain, was like ik ook niet nothing maar papi teacher of that for this reason that is reden ko. En dat was dat team party in de team manier is social manier gevoel. And I said, I feel like with that Giani, that thing mass is social gevoel. It was like, oh, this is appropriate, this is not appropriate. I didn't really have that. For me, it was like, I have something to say, I'm gonna say it. But without the explanation, I had to kind of figure out for myself when is it appropriate and when is it not appropriate. But at some point, with all the negative feedback, people I'd be like, I see, but you shouldn't have said this, you shouldn't have said this, or you need to be quiet, or you're talking too much. Eventually, gewoon ben oké papi. Maar zo ben sa kiko buti maakni bisan, to kibu no di maakni bisan. You end up to explain why you're not allowed to, or you're supposed to say something. So it makes it a little bit difficult. And because I was so benighted that one place was so like
small and
so small and expect so much social so much I say emotional quotient so much emotional intelligence from people, and not every kid has that. Some kids are a little more books and numbers, and some kids are a little more emotionally connected like that. This it becomes really difficult.
Tanto emocionalmente como que menos.
But so, me guess that thing, those culture that act on culture, there's a lot that you have to know but not say. Means I don't know if
read the room. You have to be able to read the room.
You have to read the room. You have to understand, and you have to kind of communicate without talking a lot. And I was not good at, and though. But still just a little shaky. But and it's just a type of the culture it makes it difficult for people that have less of that emotional sense. But on board echt communicate over hende was op nota bonosa key spaces nang of kika appropriate or kika not appropriate in which space.
Mando bata sin desina of bosta sin desina ko basang parents antame que vani position ko basan parents something often kunanda known in society and to ko basan das think to behave a certain way.
Yeah, I guess vooral I feel no stress dingen ko basta. I feel like that yung umbia mit corre auto anto auto stop. We were like bunny dolphins. And then and I was trying to start it and stuff. And afterwards, nasa tina di sutata si tal hen awa boso kya pasa bosa pega. I don't even know.
I was like what? This was literally until
10 minutes ago.
But echt max shit a minute.
Yeah.
Like echt un momento hobby chiquito in the middle of nowhere.
It literally for
like. Entonces ella casi me tatu ne maten there was an auto que era pega. I'm like what?
Oh my god.
And I'm like how? Watching. Like who saw this? Like
dia Giani tá bailando com os primos aí, who are older of course. Sim, gewoon baila normal.
Dirinkong.
Sim, também tata a gente vem pisando tata assim. Kaya ko Giani tá baila com hombo grande.
Hombo grande. Mind you, eu tenho 10 song innocent years old. Então eu tá bailando assim, madame com meu primo. Então na echt bel, mamira bo Yuri ba kaya com hombo bio.
A sexualizing of everything.
Yes, letterlijk in my belly flats and skater skirts.
Maar het is echt dat we een stuk waar veel gewoon goed heen always watching you. And the orders are normally good and you feel like people are always watching and they would always be like looking out on what you're doing and what you say and the kiga. It's stressful.
I think I'm like nunca me nota echt pensa DJ of me nota pensa DJ as much as I should have, I guess. Pas hoop ik bij me dat in gewoon reality checks. Maar nee, oran sa papian over de koe bailen naar school. En toen ik was de auto and stuff. Like when I start by still, oh wow, this is like, is it that deep? Like, is it that serious? Exactly. It's not that serious.
And I feel like aoki kunosa biba na hulana and us being back. Not a lot of people recognize us as much because they don't
love that
because they don't see us as often anymore. Does not mean I kind of forget of your existence. And when you come back, you're like, I don't know. I'm just like, I feel like I could just be more me, like Nakuba and stuff. Like I don't care how I dance. I'm just gonna dance how I want because I'm comfortable dancing like that, kunang or something, you know. And afterwards, see na my parents, I'm just gonna be like, I'm enjoying my life. I'm like, I'm living my life, and I feel like I'm standing up for myself like more now.
But I think that with this después of like algo con mi ouders ang, so even though ora nos al más young, that was un tiki más pressure. Obviously, ori mi tata tava den gobierno ainda, das the más mama tame, pero a mí tava chiquito, so that's not really relevant para mí. Pero ora mi tamani más young, mi tata den gobierno ainda, ori mi tava más aware, but I think ori mi ouders ang tame tava más nang tava más stressed about it. Nang tame tava bisa nos mani, okay, keep things to yourself, you know, just like mind your own business, like do your best and just, you know, don't mind lo que kuhina ta bisa dala. Pero no sa mas bio mane over de ko di baila na school tambe. They were really supportive and tonan tambe ta echt support nos pa gewoon.
Qual coisa di baila na school?
It like scandal con nos.
Because that was before we started.
Okay. Ora mita den derde klas. Mita den derde klas. Anto was dat den vierde klas. Dat ding examenstund, of dat ding examenstund, moet je dan, dus ik moet je examenklas er zijn, dan ben je, oké, dance contest,
dan van de muziek ook.
Dus obviously dance contest, no, so in the Caribbean, this dance contest is gonna be tira menti atrás contest. Dus that's what it was, and to turende, you know, everybody turende do me, it was fun, and afterwards, dat ding. Juffrouw die school en de meneer die school komt aan mij, oh, that wasn't appropriate. Dat ding nos dan school komt aan mij, oh, that wasn't appropriate. Dat ding in de bing, papier bij Facebook, bij nos ouders aan van, ja, dat kon niet. En dat was echt solamente about nos. En dat was about emotion dan dat was echt, papiano over die.
Of is zo'n kapone kantika of zo, tampoco
na no
abisa nada about.
Papiano over die moet je dan ako misaya kos examenklasses na, of juffrouw kan meneer na parawak. Trouwens.
Que mane ia muito sabata baila.
Sí.
Pero estaba gozando esa baila.
And I think ever since ik heb pasando mi ouders en damit mane was echt nobody was cabeça like y'all had fun. And the fecha did I mean nobody mi cabeça con nada más tampoco. Fecha did I kind of feel on pressure gewoon hisa. And nanta will be supportive and just us having fun. And obviously tu costa mi di. And to nada di más and to gewoon take care of ourselves and to no así, you know, go space la, pero as far as hin na bezig geworden, que conoce así que tú le haciendo, don't worry about that, don't pay attention to that.
Yeah. It is like, ik word dat aan mij kwaadra, oor nossa, ik zou met die aanzien, if je dat via Facebook.
If jullie book? Twerking.
See.
First of all, who be posting this? We're minors.
Nossa echt put on a show.
Yeah, because we dancers.
And then, nossa da dancers no status. Nossa echt put on a show. Nossa dance split. Nossa
security.
It was a lot. Yeah. It was a lot going on. And dat was dat gewoon, yeah, nossa dancers were gonna dance 100%.
Tiara meti mane eixo mane paciente kiko ta apropria pa e grupo eixo masculino mane pouco dia nai nesse momento mostrou me bailadime okay me vai party então no me dance então mas mostrou edi emlala da cone para cá mas what is that even that deep mama was over Okay.
No, let
It's
it.
You're an
really
adult.
not.
Like,
Pero also gewoon, why are we nos tour Atlanta bij la mesma coisa? Dus nos tour Atlanta, nan tour abai Juve morning, ora nan tabata young.
Zijn t-shirt, korta.
Dus we can it's the same thing, and to it's part of the culture. Nos that thing Caribbean. Dus that part as well of like over sexualizing something that's part of the culture and to algo nos grow up with and kids have fun with, like that's something that comes from outside. Eko nota di nos miss and to perpetuating that continuously.
Ese is un issue. Me tem esse is un issue. Com ele to portray things hopi sexualized and to riba mucho nang of riba cos na ku bunta not even sexual.
Sí.
Like, no,
En dan is die over-sexualizing die kost aan die cultuur dat being echt, not dat being die nos mes. Nos echt bezig repeat cause die ene nan kuna grow up ding nos culture. Dus why are we repeating it and why are we shaming each other when we all do the same thing?
Therefore, I hope it knows specifically about dancing. No school knows it deeper the dance. And the but sim over the kong kost aan het taboe dat verboden antes of dat vulgaar. En dat echt een negatieve beeld die bijlen nee, abini van buitenaf.
We pensa quem assim é verboden. Nós assim nós mesmos cultura verboden.
No.
It's crazy but penso um gosto assim, né?
Sim, ando ik
like even the kid netjes. Paso si bu no ta netjes, ta kika ba musa this image or something like that.
Ando ik was no sa que no sa libitina eigenlijk was dat Europeanen naar een beeld die nos. En we need to let it go. We need to let it go.
It's about time.
Pensando que coi nota netjes, a definition de netjes é com nota bem de nos mesmos like it's tired.
It's tired.
It's
and we need
old.
to let it go.
Mas quero só limitar nos meus ding nos jewels nang de nos diamonds nang tu nos magic nos ting nos mes também agree na e nota netjes. Like what?
Mas se imita na Holanda, então via bailando, então gente de Holanda mane what? Na mane oh my god, what is it? I'm like okay, sure. You don't know it. Okay, sure. That's fine. When I grew up with that's not your culture, like just if you know, you know. If you don't, I'm so sorry for you. Pero yeah. Pero aqui nanang
What?
like,
Sí.
Exactly.
Sí. What? Like, como você você baila tambo? Como é?
Como supposed to bailar bobbling. That's just how it is.
Como se
Wine.
Sí, me diga que em Caribe nós temos um culture que mais warm, nós gosta touches, nós gosta affection, que mani automaticamente even though porta nós estamos bailando com outro, pero evita hit nós. Nos lo vai move um que mais sensual com qualquer europeano. Yeah, marco se te europeano tawanas, pero it is what it is.
But it's okay. That difference is okay as long as we respect it. Like it's fine.
That's just
Pensando que tem problema com o verschillen, that's part of the root of the problem. Dus si abu como ene de outra cultura no lo mira bu mes bailando assim, that's fine because it's not for you.
Sí,
Exactly.
dance your thing. Dance your
And
thing.
si we can do me, that's fine as well. You're very welcome. Do your best. Pero yeah.
It goes about like over sexualizing. So talking about that before kunosa kumisa record dame kung from a young age am I ding around here ku the image ku girls I experience so much over sexualization magora ko mita kana tiba kaya ku Giani ku Miguel nangi no sabay do whatever go may extreme I don't know adaba kana riba boulevard and do grown man a whistle na Giani ku Miguel dus of as a sibuting dies die hele moesje die dies also plus die gewoon grown man a bezig a whistle na Giani ku Miguel en wanneer moet een adult de boa bezig a harass mucha chiquito and it's just you shouldn't be harassing anyone
It's not
on the
like,
street
and it's not like we look old or something. You
No,
clearly
no,
see kuna
ito
sa
sa
mucha.
Mucha,
Like,
exactly.
Door ko mia durante a puberteit echt sina young echt ku 10 anos mas não bisa 9 anos even me echt pensa oh damn dat passou minha mustra sina bio passou minha mustra sina bio então walking me a walk mucha
Ete
dat também durante a puberteit hobby. I'm like, you still look 10 years old.
exactly.
Me po mire ko hobby.
ete echt een body image.
Sí, anto, yeah.
It's misplaced
Het is echt een probleem,
responsibility.
it comes in many forms. So it comes in a form of the old men being disgusting and inappropriate to young kids, but it also comes in a form of look at my experience being like, chemically being in puberty that young. It comes also in the form of like older women being like, oh, you're so promiscuous of whatever. Like Macarda, amigo Michaeli are best friends. And the Michaeli are developed obi mas laat komi. And the pensando como ne amita over sexual, of me the promiscuous, of me doing bad influence or whatever. Simply pa samaya tete promegune. I'm sorry.
En toen ben je controla. In fact, ko ba yan?
Sí, precies. And the funny part is, amigo Michaeli tava missing awkward about sex. Like, we were just as awkward about boys, just as awkward about people, like, affect, all of that missing cause.
Yeah.
Pero just a simple fact ko amita tava mustra otro DJ. Ante ko ita met papiano over the idea nang kuda bindi pa fo. So why is it weird man? Why is it weird ko ami develops in a young when it's something kuda pasa hopi.
It's something natural.
It's something natural until I have a body type ko hopi in the thing hopi in the thing dinos thing. This it's something that a lot of people go through, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing when also money allowed to like flourish. Like that young girls get seen in such a sexual way as like immediately kuna start developing. And though you get told that now irresponsibility I get put then on the young girl panang cover up panang base dashes panang asikiko panang asikwa by hene no being I was like irresponsibility
and I'm like I walk in my ass so against I'm like freaking
that putting that responsibility on young girls to like moderate like to moderate the behavior of others.
Dat hoop ik erg.
Hoop ik erg, maar zo, I will not moderate that like
behave.
See, like they need to behave. And the okay, I told the story from me. Because começar like record like or my post agus like Instagram and to about like women not needing to cover up. So that like men need to learn to behave. And to when I react to a story A and the papi over the see, but if you have robbers in your neighborhood, you have to make sure to keep your house locked up. And I was like, a problema not at my house, a problema that the robbers in the neighborhood. Like there's not supposed to be people trying to break into my house. And the
get the Bible to pone a problema riba
a victim.
Well, it has to they have to deal with the root of the issue.
And even si ornas bisa ku hene mo to cover up. Not the person anta wearing mashup. So no tampoco the home. Porta un strap of un goes.
Exactly.
So even that deep kurang the busy and the sunu pero.
Exactly.
They
would always like find an excuse, even if you're wearing a long skirt. Nan bisa babi sunsaya of algo. It's like it's a long skirt. It's not like you see anything. Like
of a skirt, mucho strak.
Es mucho tight. E pa un tapado body type of algo sina, and I'm like.
Sempre tem coisa. Pero mesmo nós vamos ouvir um episódio aqui. Abi nós vamos onde go?
Michaeli,
Eugene,
Giani.
E a mim é Emilaila. Nós estamos outra vez. Tchau.